welcome back.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. You join us here on the beautiful Isle of Skye where we're going to be giving you a van tour of our it basically is finished.
Well, nothing's ever really finished.
Nothing's ever finished, but basically finished Moose the Defender.
Yeah, so we'll crack on and let's start on the outside. So in terms of the actual car, as I'm sure you're familiar with now, Moose, she is a 2004 Defender 110 and she is a TD5 as well. Now, of course, the type of engine you get in your Defender is a little bit disputed. What's best for what? Lots of people say the 300 TDI, yes, because it has no electrics, etc. To be fair, most people would say avoid the Pumas and whatnot if you are going out and about into the wilderness per se. We went with the TD5. I think it's great for sort of everyday usability. It's not quite as sort of agricultural as the TDIs. It's a little bit more refined. It's got a little bit more power as well, particularly if you've got a lot of weight. But it's still relatively simple to work on. Yes, it has an ECU with a few electrics, but there we go. Now I'll just show you underneath for the time being. It looks like any other TD5, of course. The engine cover's still on. This is completely stock. There is nothing that has been changed on this engine. It's done about 100, well, it does now, I think it's 101,000 miles. We bought it on 98,000 miles, so for these it's basically brand new. The only thing that we have done so far, well, a few little bits and pieces that obviously needed doing, but more importantly we have installed a sealed injector harness. TD5s are known for having oil migration from the injectors that run down into the ECU. Obviously oil mixed with electrics is not a great combination, so we have installed a sealed loom and cleaned up the oil, so hopefully that should stop the migration. You still have to do that every couple of years really, but for the time being, there we go. But yeah, aside from that, it's completely stock, and yeah, she runs very well. She does have a slight coolant leak, but that's just from a loose Jubilee clip, and yeah, aside from that, there we go. We'll just take a quick break from the video to say please don't forget to like and subscribe if you love Land Rover Defenders. Overland, yeah, boom. Van life, hashtag. So at the front of Moose, you can see we've added some checker plate to the wings here. We do actually have a piece to go on the bonnet. We just haven't done that yet because we don't have any black rivets. Now the main purpose of that is so that we can access the boxes up on the roof, which we'll get to in just a minute. But whilst I'm up here, I can also take you through our lights, our spotlights here. These were at 14 quid for all four, so that was quite good value. Now, I was contemplating getting an actual, a properly good LED light bar that would just sit on this bumper here. But to be fair, those have been surprisingly good. And for 14 quid, if they go wrong, we can always just buy some more. So, moving down underneath here, you can see we've also, or hopefully see, it might be a little bit dark, but we've fitted a steering guard or a sump guard. This was, again, a bit of an eBay special. I think it was about 90 quid or something compared to the Terra Firma or whatever ones there are. So that's just to help our, or to what's the word, protect our steering, etc. What else have we done to the front? We added a Scotland sticker because we're in Scotland and we like Scotland.
Not Scottish in any way though.
We're not, well, you are, right.
Oh, I've got a quarter.
Anyway, if you come around this side, we already did a video on the snorkel or raised air intake. Again, eBay special, about 50 quid. That is, that's about it for this part of the car. We also, as you know, added these windows because it was a hard top when we bought it. These are quite heavily tinted, so you can't see in, as you can see obviously, but you can see out, which is very nice, and it also just makes it a little bit darker in the back, particularly in the summer. That's quite handy. What we haven't shown you yet at all is this section here. These sort of brackets, these honeycomb things that you can see, are for jerry cans, and here we have a lifesaver jerry can. Now this was a bit of an expensive purchase, however it does enable you to drink from effectively any water source. I mean, I don't think salt water, but there we go. But effectively, you can put this spout here into any water source, like a stream, a river, whatever, a puddle, and it will provide you with clean drinking water, up to about 20,000 litres. So if you're in remote parts of Canada, or potentially if we go somewhere else afterwards, like Africa, that'll be incredibly handy. Now this one, as you can see, is empty at the moment. We are going to put a 20-litre jerry can onto that one there, so both of these will be full with water and an extra 20 litres of fuel there. So at the back we have, as we also, I don't know if we did explain, maybe we did. I'm not
sure actually.
We bought a spare tyre carrier, again from eBay, a cheap version. This is just to take the weight off the back tyre, off the back door. So I think I explained the hinges of the Defender, particularly with a tyre of this size, which I'll get onto in a minute, can cause the hinges to sort of fall away from the door, and you get a horrible gap. So that's why we have that. Up here we have some reversing lights. We did explain to you as well, I think, that these were actually back ordered because Richard Hammond had bought the lights that we had originally ordered. So there we go, we must have good taste if Richard Hammond's ordering them as well. And they are incredibly bright. I can
whack them on.
Show you. There you go. Might not look that bright in the middle of the day, but they are really good, particularly if you camp up at night. If you're working out of the back door here, they are really quite handy, and you can turn those on from both a little switch at the back here, which Lily will show you in a minute, and also from the front. So you've got
and we do have a third one, don't we?
We do have a third one that's in the car somewhere.
Is that going to go?
I think I'm going to put it on that side, so if you're underneath, secret, well, it's not secret, you'll see in about 1 minute, but there we go. Yeah, on the other side, just to add more flood lighting as well there. So you may remember seeing, or you may recall having seen an adjustable height tow bar that was on the back here. We've removed that. That was because that was massively reducing your, is it departure angle or something?
Some sort of angle.
Some off-roading term. Basically, it would come down here, so if you were to go up a steep hill, that would hit first, so it basically reduces your ground clearance massively. We do in fact have a new rear bumper to go on here. Well, I say new, very used and in quite poor condition, but
new
it's one
for
of those
us.
North American style steps, which we've decided that we did actually really need, because trying to open the roof is surprisingly difficult without a step, and also just getting in the back of the car, it is actually quite
the tow bar
hard.
does hurt your foot,
and the tow bar's quite painful, particularly if you're barefoot. It's not particularly pleasant. So yes, we do have that rear step there. We got that for about 30 quid. We'll show you that hopefully soon, but that is yet to go on, so that's one of those pending modifications. There you go, lovely job. On this side here we have a water tank. This was made by our friend Louis, who you may have seen in one of our previous videos as well. So that is just fitted underneath in this wheel arch here.
See it?
Possibly.
It's a bit dark. No, I mean it's that shadow there, but you can't see it. But it is there.
It is underneath it, and that's about 54 litres, I think it is, of water. This is our entrance point for the water.
Fill a cap.
Fill a cap, etc. It's a little bit messy at the moment. You can see it's, well, A, it's caked in mud, and also B,
we need to get a little
sort of rubber gasket
to go around there, because it is quite sharp at the moment.
It is a little bit sharp. Anyway, that goes on there like that. Fabulous.
You've got a little friend behind you, by the way.
Oh, and say hello to Mr. Koo.
Hi, Koo.
Excellent.
He hasn't moved since we arrived.
Now, we haven't shown you this yet either. You probably can guess quite easily what it is. This is a 270 degree awning from Tough Trek. This is the longer version. I think it's 2.4 meters. I think there's also a 2.2, I think it is. Now this was an absolute pain to fit to this car. With the roof being adjustable, this caused us quite a lot of pain. Anyway, it's on and we don't talk about it.
No, it's a bit triggering. And
now if anybody is having a really hard time, we just think back to the day we tried to fit this awning. When I say day, I mean 3 days or maybe 4 days. And multiple chips to get different types of brackets that none of which worked. Anyway.
So there are those special brackets that Ollie mentioned. We had 2 criteria that weren't working out for us in terms of the awning. One was that it needed to be able to, I don't know, if you want to be able to see that, but the roof needed to be able to lift, and also we needed to be able to open the passenger door, which, I mean, we have achieved technically. We do have to do a little bit of pushing and slamming when it comes to that sort of thing. So it needed
a little bungee, I think, just to hold it up when you're driving. But it's fine. And anyway, when it's open, you'll see it was worth it.
But those are our very special little brackets that basically function to lift it up and out away from the car, which it does do. And it was 3 days of our life we'll never get back. As you can see, it's quite a painful conversation. Let's just not talk about it. Let's get it open.
I'm going to get it open for you.
Let's get it open.
Right, here you go. You simply have to undo said zips like this. Like that.
Bam.
You lift that up, and then it's got these little clips on the inside here which hold the actual awning upright.
Yeah, so we've got one there.
One in the middle.
One there. And we've got one at the end.
There, and it has this little packet that you can see in just a second. Now, lift that up there. Now, nice and simple, you just pull it out like this, and it comes all the way around.
Come with you.
Now, we did have to install a little mechanism here because you have to ratchet it onto something to keep it nice and taut. And that is, I don't know if you can see just above the lifesaver here, we have this little bracket here. That is what that is for, yeah. So we can ratchet.
We were doing it to the roof. It just meant that
you couldn't have the roof rack, the roof
up
and the awning open, which was a little bit silly. So what you do is you pull it nice and tight.
Do you want me to film this bit?
Yeah.
You sometimes struggle.
I do struggle with it. We might have to edit this out in a second. Well, oh, okay. Still going.
Right, we'll get back to you when we've managed to do it. There we go.
Right, it's on. There we go. Only took about 6 times, but there we go. Right, anyway, so that is now ratcheted on there. Now, you can have it as a freestanding awning, and if you come just round this way, you can see that it's a little bit low. However, they've thought about this. What you do is if you just come inside said awning, you can pull these little legs down, should you wish. You pop those down underneath there like that, and then what you do is you just pop it up and pull it nice and taut like that, or whatever, roughly like that, and then you can oh, that one's fallen down already. There you go. Right, so just go around and pop these down, which we can edit out for you because it's quite boring.
People want to see how it goes up.
They do. Right. Okay.
It's got 4 legs, so you just basically, they're all adjustable. They've all got little feet, and we've also these orange, what are they called?
We've got these guide ropes as well.
Ropes.
Now, these are quite clever. Obviously, if it's really windy and you want the awning up, these come in quite handy. So you just open these little packet here, and you can see. I won't get them out now because there's no wind, but you can see they're just tucked away in there, and
very
the orange is nicely appreciated. Anyway, so you just kind of have to readjust as you go around. But last one. There we go. Now you don't have to do this.
It just gives you quite a lot of height, doesn't it?
Technically speaking, but it does lift the awning up quite a lot, which we quite like.
We're quite tall, averagely.
Well, I'm definitely 6 foot, so. Right, there we go. So now you've got, I don't know, it's quite difficult to show you the space, but you've got a big awning now. There you go. So of course, one of the biggest additions that we did to the car was the pop-top roof conversion, which I will now demonstrate. It's very simple. 2 clips at the back, as we showed you before. One here. One here. And I'll just open the back door. Bear with me. just goes up. Like so. There we go. Now, typically you'd probably open the roof before the awning, but hey ho, nonetheless.
We didn't think that far ahead.
We didn't think that far ahead. But what that does mean is that if you follow me around this way, I can talk you through what we've done to the top, because you may be interested. So first things first, we fitted a front runner Expedition roof rack. No, it wasn't new because they're like 1,800 quid. This was on Facebook Marketplace, and fun story, the guy that we bought it off actually used to own this exact Land Rover, and he worked for Sussex County Council. So there we go. At the front of the roof rack there, you can see we have 2 boxes. Those are front runner, what are they called? Wolfpack Pro boxes.
I actually have no
Wolfpack
idea.
boxes. They're not the big ones. There are slightly larger size that you can get. Those are the smaller ones. Anyway, the reason we got those is because they mount perfectly to our roof rack, and those at the moment are housing some oils and also some tools and bits and pieces up there. I think that's probably what they will be storing when we go to Canada as well, fluids and bits like that. Just finally up at the roof, I don't know if you can see the solar panel.
Right back there.
Right at the back there, that is our solar panel. That is 185 watts, and the wires from that run down the right hand side.
Oh, we're moving again.
Oh, sorry, the left hand side, whichever way you look at it. So the wires run down from the solar panel here into this trunking and then into this scan strut here. Those that have the alucab roof conversion, which is £5 more. You can put the scan struts on the front here, and you can have the wires running here, and it's just a shorter distance. We don't have that one. We have these lovely exposed rivets, which we think look quite sort of industrial, on the AW 4x4 pop-top roof. So we had to mount it on the side here, but there we go. It does exactly the same job. Very finally then, to do with the exterior, the tyres that we've chosen. As you can see, they are BF Goodreach all-terrains. They are 265s, 65 16s I think. So they are slightly wider than stock. That's a bit of a contentious topic, whether you want to run sort of 235, the slightly skinnier tyre, or the slightly wider tyre. We decided to go for the slightly wider one. Yes, it will use more fuel, and yes, it may be a little bit worse off-road, but for the most part, because we're adding quite a lot of weight, we wanted to distribute that weight evenly across all 4 corners there. And to be honest, for the price, they were basically exactly the same. So for that reason there, we went with the 265s. Now, we did consider some other ones like the Toyo Open Countries, and also the standard Grabber, what they called, Grabber 80 something or other, or the, I can't remember what they're called. There's loads of other ones. Anyway, yes, these are slightly more expensive, but they are tried and tested tyres, and they are absolutely fantastic. As well as being fantastic, they also look fantastic, and this sort of rear quarter now, I quite like. I think it looks quite good with the big beefy tyres. So there we go. Excellent. On the road, they are also quite okay. There's not too much noise. They handle quite well. I will admit, wet performance is somewhat limited, but aside from that, they really are quite a good tyre.
Right, so now it's over to me to give you a tour of what we've done on the inside. So if you'd like to come on into our humble abode, here we have the inside living area of our camper van Moose. So I'll get inside and give you a little tour, but first I'm just going to take my shoes off because I think I stood in a cow pat. So let's get that off so we're not smearing poo on the inside. So that's what Ollie was talking about, is that we'll get a nice step there, because stepping up on that tow bar is quite annoying. But the first thing we'd like to show you is our little drop down table we have here. So if we just unhook this, there you go, very simple. We were looking at loads of ones online and we were like really surprised on how much all of these tables were costing. So we thought we'd just knock one together, and we know it's made of wood and it probably won't last very long. Sorry? But you know what? It does the trick.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty sturdy.
Yeah. And it was, well, free, basically.
And it was free.
Leftover ply and a bit of paint, so there you go.
There you go, so I thought that was quite nifty. So that's the first bit. And then so that's one of the main reasons that we wanted our roof conversion. So the benefit of having it is that you just push this up, and then you don't have to hit your head like you normally do when the roof's down. So that's lovely. And then when that is up, you can just stand full height in here, which is great for like getting changed and just generally not giving yourself backache from leaning over all the time. So that is lovely. Now that's up, I can give you a proper tour. So we can start with, what we start with? When you first come in, you've got these 3 switches just here. The back one here is for the backlights, which Ollie has shown you. Very bright, very useful. Then these 2 are just our side lights, so you turn those both on. And they are basically illuminating our whole living area, which is really nice if you just want some bright light. Then we have here is a lovely bit of worktop, but also acts as our fridge. So you lift that bit up, and we have our, where's this from?
What's it? Dometic.
Dometic, our Dometic fridge that Ollie found on eBay. I believe it's a CX something,
CFX 35?
Something like that. It's 35 litres, it's perfect, it does the trick. I don't think we need...
show you inside said fridge.
It's a bit dirty currently.
Oh, yeah. We did empty it after our little trip up, but there we go.
We need to give it a quick clean, but that is perfect. So just inside there we have all of our storage for our cold food items. Then for all the dry stuff that doesn't go in the fridge, we put in this lovely shelf here. So I mean, we've currently just got salt, pepper and a
bag of
tea bags up there, but that's really good for just like your tinned items, dry pasta, rice, all that good stuff that we will be eating when we're on the road. And on the other side we have this kind of makeshift shelf that we've kind of just allocated as random mismatch everything shelf, which is currently just got some head torches, chargers, all important Uno. We don't go anywhere without Uno. A Canada guide. I mean, it really is everything. I think Ollie's little tripods in there too, but I think this is just going to be like the bits and bobs section, maybe toiletries in here, and which we've secured with our orange bungee. We like our orange bungee, so that is good.
There's the shelf again. Sorry,
there you go, orange bungee. We like the orange bungee. Then
right.
In terms of basic storage and where we're going to be keeping everything, so the first bit of storage that I'll show you is you can take all these cushions down, and you've got 3 compartments at the back here that are all just on hinges with little magnets. We've currently just got some blankets in there. I mean, we were thinking of putting clothes in here, but after our practice run, I think we're going to go for clothes in big duffel bag and then throw duffel bag into the passenger seat, because that's just a little bit snug and can be used for some different things. So that is some good storage that just hides behind there.
And the cushions Lily did herself, just FYI, just if you'd like to show off your cushions, Lily, because
I have
look at those
no
excellent ones.
Sewing skills whatsoever. Ollie's mum lent me her machine and helped me a lot, so I just used this random tutorial that I found on YouTube. It's like box corners and it is messy, and we've got some Velcro fastenings, so technically you can take it off and wash it, but that was quite a painful evening of my life trying to figure out how to do those. But you know what, they're done, it's fine, we move on. We just have a bunch of other really random storage. Nothing's really been allocated yet. We need to figure out what's going where, but we have these, some kitchen roll fall out of that one. We have these 3 storage ones down here as well, which are quite a good space. This one's currently being used for hot water bottle, washing up liquid, general, you know, cleaning products, I guess, for the moment. So that's that one, and then we've got 3 of those down there. It's relatively good storage spaces. Then we move over to this side, we've got the same 2 ones down here that currently have our camping chairs in. I think our camping chairs will go on the roof. Oh, sorry.
People. We don't expect people on Sky at this time of year, but there we go.
This is our secret little spot. Anyway, so we've got those down there.
And that's a long one, so you can fit longer items.
Yeah, so that's not compartmentalised, that's just a long thing. So if you wanted to put like Ollie's fishing rods, inevitably,
good shout,
we'll probably go in there. Yeah. Then we come to our kitchen. So this one is quite a big storage space. Do you want to give me?
Pass you over.
There you are. I mean, it will be quite dark, but this is quite a big I'll move those cups out of the way for you. Quite a big storage space that goes all the way to the back. Oh, look at that. Lovely jubbly. I think that's quite featuring our new jet boil, courtesy courtesy of Ollie's dad. Thank you very much,
Thanks
Matthew.
for a Christmas present. Thank you very much, Ellie.
So that's our kitchen storage there. I'll pass you back to Oliver.
Right.
There you are. Hello. And then we have a similar one just here. It's currently being blocked by this cushion, which is nothing really in it currently apart from our big lead acid battery that needs to go, and some stickers. Some representing Bristol there with some Gert Lush stickers that Ollie is not a fan of, but I want to put on the van. Anywho.
Pink and orange.
What other storage have we got?
Well, this bit.
Oh god, yeah, we have this bit. I always forget about this bit. So, if you move this nice cushion here, just
spoiler, it's not a
chuck
toilet,
it over there. Not a toilet. We're not fussed about just, you know, going in the woods, are we really? I mean, it does get blocked by this countertop here, but at that point in the build, I couldn't really be asked.
I'll pass you back over. I'll hold it up. There you go.
We have two very nice storage spaces in there, so we just have a little one in there, a big one in there, and then we actually
have a little secret one.
Have a little secret hidden one in there as well. That's just a continuation of these along here. So there you go. That's going to be quite a useful one. There you go.
And you might be asking, just quickly, why do we have these batons? Because you know we love batons on this channel. These are for the downstairs bed, which we'll show you momentarily. And it's just for the piece of ply that fits in this, sorry, it's a little bit snug as you can tell, that fits in here so that it can slot up into here and then you don't
no wiggling.
Fall off during the night.
But we'll show you that now, won't we?
Right, how do we get it down? Aha,
right.
It's up there.
So just before we get the downstairs bed set up ready to show you guys, thought we'd quickly do our water system / drinking setup we have here.
But it's quite simple.
It's very simple. I mean, we have the Lifesaver jerry can, which is going to provide clean drinking water, but our rationale for in here was that we just need water that we're going to boil, so it will be like, what's the word? Pure. Boiling kills all those
doesn't need to be
nasty
drinkable.
Exactly, and just to like put in hot water bottles or whatever, just general water. And what we have here is a simple hand pump tap, which is from.
So we'll demonstrate.
Where's it from? It's from
Whale something.
Whale. It's from Whale.
Oh, Whale. Okay,
and
just
there
Whale.
is just a 13.5 millimeter, I think, PVC free hose thingy that connects that to the outlet of our tank, which is down there, and nothing else. And all you
That's
do.
all it is, and it's just look at that.
Oh, I think we might be running out of water actually, because there you go.
No, you just need to pump it through.
I just need to pump it through, and you know what? Simplicity.
It's nice and simple.
Exactly.
And if something goes wrong, we can probably fix it because we are not plumbers.
We are not
electricians or actually anything that's useful for this build.
But you know what? That works quite well. And then we just have our little collapsible bucket that moves around.
Yeah.
And if you wouldn't mind me, Oliver, I'm just going to jug it out. And you know what? That works for us. We're not fussy.
Oh, and I tell you what, Lils, if you just open the window for me, so if we can come around this side.
Hello.
And the rationale for putting the tap where it was because, as Lily will now show you, I'll just hold the bowl.
A scenario where Ollie needs to fill something
and
up
I need
from
to do some
outside.
washing outside because I've been shouted out.
That twists there, and then
you can collect water inside and outside.
There you go.
It's like we thought about it.
Another thing really quickly before we get the downstairs bed out, because I keep forgetting things, is we have another little random storage space just here. It's currently a little bit like, we could probably add some more shelves in or maybe do something with that because it's kind of just a big space at the moment. We don't really know what we're doing, but there is, you know, scope for doing something there. It could be
a bin, I was thinking. You could put the bin in there because we don't currently have a bin.
Yeah, because one of our things for the past few days where we've been camping is that we need an inside bin. So that's an option for that. And the second thing I forgot is we've kind of got a little netting set up here. So this one I am going to return to Amazon and get a more taut one because I think I ordered too big of a size, but that's going to span that panel there and has got some random things in it at the moment.
First aid kit and some gloves, yeah.
Yeah, and then at the front we have this one here that goes above.
I'll tell you what, I'll go around the side.
Go around the side.
Bear with. Just open the door. Oh, there you go.
There you go. So this one's really good. I got the right size for this one. So that it's currently got my glasses in it, and it's got the other one that's going to go on the driver's side, which currently hasn't been put up yet because I was just doing that while we were driving on the M6. So
excellent.
Lush. Let's get down to the downstairs bed. Okay, so downstairs bed. The first thing we need to do to get our downstairs bed set up is just pull our upstairs bed down. So that comes down like so. And then if Ollie passes me the camera, just under our mattress. Can you get it by yourself, or do you need a hand?
I got it.
Is this panel
It just slots underneath.
that literally just goes underneath our mattress on the upstairs bed.
There we are. So this is the panel for the downstairs bed.
Lovely job. It's literally just, is it 9mm?
I think so.
Which is probably on the skinny side, but it does work.
It's okay.
So, how are we going to do this?
Right, you'll have to excuse the filming because we're doing this one-handed, but it slots right in
Just like that.
underneath here, all the way to the end, and then
I
you'll just have to lift it up a touch. There we go.
Is that in? Can go a little bit more.
A little bit more forward.
There you go.
So then we've got that bit in there. So that's that piece of ply. And then you might be wondering, well, hold on, you need an extra cushion. Well, yes, we do. But as Lily will now.
Once Lily starts.
Lily's
currently trying to sort things out. This very much isn't.
It's not a particularly well orchestrated machine.
No, it's hard to do this while filming. I promise this looks more normal.
It is actually quite simple most of the time.
So I can push this one back up anyway.
So we can get rid of that one.
Then just on our little lift up hatch here, you will find a whole other cushion.
And then that just slots.
That goes in like
straight
so.
in.
A little bit. There's a new cushion, so it's a little bit plump currently.
A little bit plump, but there we go.
Push
so that just slots in there, and then
you can pull that up a little bit. Sorry, I'm being a perfectionist. I don't need to be a perfectionist, but
there
we go.
And then you can see if Lily
let me get myself comfortable.
There we go. That is now your downstairs bed. How about that?
And as long as we don't put too much weight
this is the only.
So you won't be sitting right on the edge, or else I think it probably was gonna bow a little bit too much.
What? Oh, it's ridiculous.
So many cars, bloody hell.
Anyway. And also, just as a point of call, it adds a lot of storage space for when you're sleeping. You can chuck basically whatever you want just in there as well. So there we go.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
That's our downstairs bed, and I don't think there's anything else to show you down here. So I'll pass you back to Ollie, and I'll give you a little front cab tour.
So in the front cab, it's relatively stock. We've not changed a huge amount. Obviously the roof changed a little bit here and there. But we put, firstly, these little window covers. It's going to be quite dark, I think.
Yeah, very dark.
Anyway, they are little covers for the, what are they called? Sun visors. And they've got little storage pockets and stuff, so you can stuff, pens and...
They're from Mud Stuff, aren't they?
They are from Mud Stuff.
Very good.
Obviously the steering wheel is also not stock. That's one of our security features. In fact, it may be the only security feature we have, but that just means I can just go like that and the wheel comes straight off. So if we park up somewhere a bit dodgy, we can take the wheel with us or leave it somewhere, and it just looks more difficult to steal. So that is, I quite like it. It's a nice Sparco steering wheel. We're missing the middle bit, but
Ollie likes that though. He says it looks rugged. I'm
going to take these off. That's for the horn, but we don't have a horn. Anyway, so now just like that, back on like that. There we go.
Easy peasy.
We have this mount with an iPad in it at the moment, so you can see. If I just load it up, potentially. Oh, I've turned it off. Can I load it up? Yes. No. Oh, right. Now I need to enter my password. Oh.
Security features.
Yeah, so just look away for a minute. We can have our maps or whatever open. So at the moment we've got Scott, which I haven't downloaded. Excellent. But you can just have a map, and we've got various bits and pieces. So for the passenger as well, it just slides across like so. So you can just click and change that there. So that's for particularly when we go to Canada. If we're doing any off-roading, there's a few off-road apps that you can download. So we've got it on a big screen, Google Maps, etc. This bit here. This is where the radio used to be. This is just a center console delete effectively from Mud Stuff, I think, or maybe LR Parts. I think it was LR Parts actually, which is quite handy because otherwise in a Defender you've got nowhere to sort of put your phone when you're driving. So I can just slot that in there and it fits perfectly. I don't know what else there is. Oh, well,
that used to be a third seat.
Obviously, this used to be a third seat as well. Now it is a centre box. Now we've yet to install, which hopefully we will be installing, a lockable cubby that's going to go underneath here, so that will raise up slightly, and you have a lockable box underneath there, which will be good, which will be bolted straight through for passports and things like that. In here at the moment, we have a golf ball, a shell, a couple of lighters to light our stoves with, and a couple of charging cables. Underneath we actually
I don't think you want to see underneath.
More stuff. Well, we've got a hat, we've got some PVC pipe, a shower attachment as well for the lifesaver jerry can. So if you're wondering about showering, that's how we were going to do that. Park in the sun, leave it to heat up. Excellent. So that is that there. But that's obviously a really good storage space. It's quite big as well, which is really handy. So we've just moved over or switched sides. I'm now on the passenger side, and on this side nothing really has changed here per se, but it gives me an opportunity to talk to you about our electrics, which for the most part are situated behind the passenger seat on this sort of made up piece of ply with a bit of carpet just to make it look a bit neater. Anyway, but you can see here we have our solar charge controller, our MPPT. We also have our DC to DC charger, our fuse box here, and the bus bar just underneath here. We also have our inverter, which is 1000 watts. This isn't actually in place, so I can remove that at the moment. You can see this is our 1000 watt inverter there. So obviously you can get, you know, bigger ones, 2000, 3000 watt inverters, but we are really only using it to charge a laptop occasionally, and bits and pieces like that. So it does give us a 3-pin plug. But for the most part it's more of a just in case we need to charge a laptop, and we had the space there anyway, so we thought, well, we'll put it in. For our battery at the moment we have, as Lily mentioned earlier, a lead acid battery. It's only 95 amp hours, and it is a bit crap. It's not great, but it was free. It came out of a caravan, so we thought, well, we'll have that for the time being. Reason for that is that you cannot ship unless you put it in a container. Lots of the shipping companies are quite funny about lithium-ion batteries being shipped. So we've got that one in as a temporary measure at the moment, and it's been working absolutely fine for us. Charge the lights and the fridge and whatnot. Was all we really needed. But when we go to Canada, we will get a slightly bigger, sort of 230 probably, lithium-ion battery, which should last us 3 or 4 days of off-grid use with a few lights, the fridge obviously, and bits and pieces like that. So there you go. Yeah, that's our electrics.
Thank you so much everyone for watching our finished in inverted commas Moose van tour.
Yeah, so we will probably see you again in the new year. We are currently in the process of doing loads of admin for Canada, such as insurance and visas and
lots of
shipping,
scary
and
adult things.
just things we yeah. Anyway, so yes, thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions about the build or about anything that we
have talked about today,
please feel free to comment down below.
Thank you very much for watching everyone. Bye.